All right, man, let's talk. So, Raymond Muratalla, or Muratalla, whatever you want to call him, defeated Cruz. Like I said, they really scoring the aggression, man. They scoring for aggression. They're scoring for performance, entertainment. Excuse me. To the naked eye, I ain't scored. I thought Muratalla won that fight. Andy Cruz. The Cuban style that, he and Rican down Lara use just don't come with enough aggression. Andy Cruz, he might have been the more accurate fighter. And Muratalla was looking like baby Joe Joyce in there with the cornrows. Bonzi told him, like, oh, look, bro, we in they territory, man. You gonna have to go take it. And even when he stepped it up, it just wasn't enough. Like, even though he come out and, he responded to what Bonzi said and throw 2 or 3 really good punches, you know what I mean? He'll throw 2 or 3 really good punches and then he'll just get back to, sliding on the ropes and backing up. And even he was backing up and he threw, he landed. That's a fact. When he threw, he landed pretty clean. But the problem with Andy Cruz, there ain't no conviction on them punches. He just throwing. Even though he landed some good shots, he really still ain't like committing and punching through the target. And if you ain't gonna do that 1, 2, 3 shots that he threw that he landed, it need to be 4, 5, 6 coming in and then sliding on the ropes. He need to be vicious with his punches. But if he ain't gonna be vicious, he need to be throwing a bunch of combinations. And Muratalla just was the more aggressive fighter, and that's why Muratalla won that fight. He was effective. He was hitting Andy Cruz. I mean, he was hitting him to the body. He was more to what the judges and what they want to score it for entertainment. A guy coming forward, a guy throwing punches, a guy making the fight. That's what they scoring these fights based off of now. They punch output was about the same at one point in the fight. Like, I think it was like a 1 punch difference. It's just that, Muratalla gave you, whatever his name is, Raymond, I like him though. He gave you the illusion, well, I ain't gonna say the illusion, he just gave people the impression that he was the boss in there. And Cruz just, if you're gonna box like that, man, his defense wasn't bad, but he need to really make him miss and make him pay. And even when Muratalla make you pay, you need to make him pay double or triple. So if you're gonna fight with your back on the ropes, bro, and when you do choose to be aggressive, you gotta throw hot fire. You gotta throw that shit. Okay, bro. What? Why would you make a right turn from these motherfuckers is retarded, bro. I be telling you, dog, like these people, bro, like, man, I hate these old pickup truck driving ass niggas, man. It's a whole turning lane that's clear. They don't real slow in the turning lane. He choose to turn from the middle lane. Like, bro, the suburban drivers are the fucking worst. They are the fuck. And you'll think, hey, man, it might be the immigrants or it might be the Indians or the Asians or something like that. No, these old MAGA ass ninjas who can't drive, bruh. And they got the nerve to get a pickup truck. Like, bro, get you a little fucking Saab or Subaru or something, a little compact car. They be killing me with these pickup trucks, bro. But when I seen Muratalla, he used his jab, he picked his shots, he landed to the body. He got hit with some good shots here. When he get Cruz on the ropes, he'll rip the body, hit a body, but he wasn't really hitting Cruz. To me, it seemed like Cruz landed the cleaner punches. To me, but Muratalla just seemed to the naked eye to out-hustle him. His punches had more mustard on them. Relish, ketchup, the whole thing that Kobe eat on this fucking pescatarian vegan, his pescatarian vegan motherfucking, glizzy. You know what I'm saying? He had more motherfucking condiments on this glizzy, on this Kobe glizzy, this pescatarian glizzy and shit. This nigga putting a whole piece of tilapia fish on the fucking hot dog bun. He gonna hear this, he gonna get mad. But yeah, for real. But yeah, it just seemed like, to me, I ain't scored, but it just seemed like to me, like, Cruz was just punching at the target. Cruz, even when he came out aggressive, Cruz was just touching him. Like, bro, you're gonna come out with 2 or 3 really good shots, and then, hey man, you need to really make them count. And that's the problem when you've been in the amateurs too long, and you get that style. Ain't no changing it. It's gonna be hard to get him to be more aggressive, more front foot dominant. They're gonna fade back to what they know, and that's what he know is just scoring, just touching the scoring. That's all. And even some of them touch shots that he threw was some good shots. They wasn't no pump big shots, but he ain't really punching through the target. And then if you're gonna fight like that, you need to double, triple up what you throwing. I ain't mean just like double up, triple up what you doing. Double that right hand, double that jab, double that, was he a southpaw? I can't remember. Double them hooks to the body. Muratalla, when he threw, he made that shit count. And I say this, all punches ain't created equal. Muratalla, you can hear his punches. You know what I'm saying? He was punching for mercy. Cruz, you can see the flash on his punches. Like, he threw the flashy shots. But if he was gonna be throw flashy, double, triple up your work. Don't just fade to the ropes. Like I said, I don't know why most guys don't know how to pivot out, turn them guys like Pacquiao used to do, and then run combinations again. You use your angles. Cruz was just walking them on the ropes, and it just looked like Muratalla had the belt, and he, mama no, and then, and Andy Cruz was running from that. But Cruz, that was only his 6th fight. I mean, but he is 30 years old, and like I said, they had a great game plan. He used the jab. He touched that body, and you already knew Cruz ain't got enough experience in the championship rounds as a professional, and it ain't in his DNA to be a killer. That other dude that's fighting for the IBF at 168, Osile Glacier, that motherfucker's he's a Cuban killer. Like, you gotta hurt Lara to turn Lara into a killer. You gotta drop Rigondeaux to turn him into a... Cruz ain't got no killer in him, man. He can't go to Philly and get some killer. He can't... Cheesesteak won't give him no killer. Philadelphia cream cheese won't give him no killer. Watching the Eagles won't give him no killer. Being in the Philly gym, drinking the sacred corn Philly water, Dragon Ball reference. That won't give him no killer. That ain't gonna get that kid no, man. That kid is who he is at this point. You ain't gonna be able to speed him up. We talking about like really speed him up and really pick up the pace and really get more active with the volume punching. That ain't gonna happen with him. He is who he is at this point. He's a professional amateur fighter. And if it is gonna change, it gotta change right now. While he's 30 years old and he had the fight that he had. Like, okay, after that loss, it should hurt. You see how the way he fell out after he lost? I knew he was losing that fight. They was in Vegas. They was in, whole Mexico. Or I knew it, man, bro. He didn't do enough. And Eddie Hearn takes another interleague L, another cross-promotional L. Hold this L, Eddie takes another L. Eddie take another L. Won the purse bidding, nigga still took a fucking L. That's how Boots gonna get done. Boots gonna get done dirty just like that, bruh. Motherfucker Robert Garcia and Virgil gonna put boot to ass on Boots. I'm telling you, mark my words. They gonna put boot to ass. Anytime they had like a nigga scared of another nigga, bro, in boxing, the nigga that's scared usually put belt to ass. Danny Garcia, Lucas Matisse, Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Nigga gonna put belt to ass on fucking Boots ass. These niggas will be mad I said that. What you talking about? See, CJ, you be hating on Boots so bad. Don't come to Philly. You don't eat our cheesesteak. Don't eat our cheesesteak. You just be hating on Boots, man. Ooh, I can't stand him. You always hating on Boost, man. Oh, I'm telling you, dog, nigga gonna put boot the ass on that nigga, man, if they ever fight. He gonna put boot the ass. Gonna put boot the ass. But yeah, I'd have to score, but I feel like I see why Muratalla won. He was more aggressive. His punches had more were more vicious than Cruz. I feel like Cruz threw the more flasher punches, but he didn't double up, triple up the work. What he needs to do to really equal the Muratalla, the impact or the power, or how how effective Muratalla punches look. He needed to really beat him with volume and combination. But when you ain't been 12 in a championship fight like that before in your 6th fight, I don't think he's capable of doing it now, and I don't think he ever will be capable of really changing that style. He just stuck in the amateur ways. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Raymond, Muratalla. Robert Garcia put another great performance together, great game plan together. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check the Fire Reaction playlist, hit the link in the description, the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, the whole 9.